Hi friends! Today I'm going to be showing you my full customization process on a Blythe doll. I first start by taking apart the doll, and this involves unscrewing all the screws and opening up her head. When you're taking apart your doll, make sure to have a little plastic baggie beside you so you can put the parts in it just in case. Since the screws are very unique to the Blythe doll, I never want to lose them. You just want to gently pry open the head. Sometimes this can take a while, but just fidget with it and eventually it'll come apart. Once you've opened up the head, there are also a few parts inside, like the spring, the screw that holds in the hair, the T-bar, and the pull string. You want to make sure not to lose any of these bits and bobs either. Now gently pop out the eye mech. One side of the eye mech tends to be a little bit shorter than the other. I can never remember which side is which, so just give it a bit of a push and a tug on either side, and when one side comes out, the other will follow. And also at this point, you can just take out the eyelashes with a pair of tweezers or pliers. And also to remember to remove the spring. You can keep the spring there if you'd like the doll to just have open and shut eyes, but I like giving my doll sleepy eyes, so I take it out. Next, you want to take the eyes out of the eye mech. This way you can remove the eye chips easily and also work on the eyelids. I just use the hot glue stick method. I think it's fun because it gives a really satisfying pop when you pull it out. I decided to keep one pair of the eye chips in there because I think the special pink color looked really cool. Here is the last few little bits of my carving process. Carving takes hours upon hours and over multiple days, and there's so much sanding and work to be done, so I don't really like recording it. I feel like having my phone there just takes up way too much space and takes so long, so I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. I don't really have much to say when I'm carving. I just kind of go with the flow and do whatever feels right or looks right. But mostly slow and steady wins the race. Just take your time. here is the sanding process. I hate sanding, but it's so important to have your doll sanded so it looks matte and it's easy to apply your colors. When sanding, just always remember to start with your lowest grit sandpaper and move up to your highest grit. This way, you don't leave any weird scratch marks on the doll's face, and keep your sandpaper organized because sometimes it's hard to tell which grit is which. We're almost there. Right here, I am just adding some lip lines. I really enjoy this part actually because adding the lip lines just makes the doll look so much more real and the plastic look way more skin-like. Alright, now finally I will start the face up. I already did her backplate art and I recorded a small video on that. If you'd like to see what her backplate looks like, you can go to my Instagram and the video should be there. I love giving my dolls a very soft makeup look with cute blushed up cheeks and forehead and nose, and it's the same with her. I hope you guys enjoy the face up process. It's definitely my favorite part, and I am really happy with how she turned out in the end. I think the way I carved her mouth looks super cute. I love how it looks slightly puckered up, but she still looks really sweet. Okay, it's eyebrow time. I wanted to give her very soft eyebrows, and I wanted them to look really natural, and I wanted them to sit a little bit higher on her face because I think that gives her a really cute and happy expression. I also wanted her eyebrows to look really fluffy because I think it goes really well with her black hair. And I just want to say I'm really happy with these brows. I think they look so realistic, and gosh, I'm really proud of the individual hairs and the details I added. Lastly, before I move forward with my customization, I just put on the hair to check if it looks good, and I think it looks great. So I have these printed eye chips, but for me, I never really like the printed look because there's always a little bit of pixelation. So I just take my pencils and I go over them and make them look a lot sharper. And I just do that with 2 pairs of eye chips. To make my eye chips, I first have to cut them out and make sure I have my glass ones ready. And what I do is I put on a drop of UV resin on each, and I glue them on and I put them under the UV lamp just so they can cure and be still. Once they're done, just cut them out and sand the edges. After they're sanded, I like to add a small layer of black. This way the eyes look more opaque. And here are the eye chips inside the iMac. Here are the beads for the pull strings, and aren't they just the most beautiful blue beads? We are almost done our doll. I am just stringing her eyes now. And also, I am putting her back together. Remember to trim the T-bar. also bead her second pull string. Oh gosh, the pull strings look so pretty. I love these blue beads. And I almost forgot, I have to glass up her lips. Now, the last bit of modification I will do is to her neck. The Blythe head sits really low on the neck, so to make it look just a little bit taller, I will cut an extra line around the neck peg. This way she just sits a little bit higher and it looks a bit nicer. Here is the final doll. I think she turned out super cute. And you can see how the neck is a little bit longer than if I didn't make the modification. And here are her eyes changing. The mechanism works really well. I've decided to name her Anne. I think the name suits her well, and she's such a sweet girl, and she'll be in my Etsy in the link below. Thank you for watching.